Hello, hello, and welcome to the previously untitled Game Pitch Extra segment. And we're officially going to call it Extra Time. I'm on the phone here, on the line with J to the freaking D. Say what's up, man.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the newly minted Extra Time, where we talk about the stories that got cut from the pod this week. We got a couple that we want to dive into right away, right, Eli?
Oh yeah, this is a YouTube exclusive. So these are the stories that did not make it into the show, but we still think they merited a little bit of chat here. So first off, I just want to drop a story about Half-Life Alyx. Apparently, people have been working to make it playable without a VR headset, and the internet disagrees with that because they say it's the wrong way to play it, but it's somewhat playable right now without a VR headset. So you can get the mod, you can find it, you can do it, but bad, bad. I almost want to give
Yeah,
a red card.
it's weird, right? Because it obviously was not designed to be played this way. And we talked about this when the game came out, how we don't have expensive VR setups. And so, we'll have to get creative or wait to play it. And so I think this is some people echoing our sentiment and trying to find a way around that, which is neat. And I applaud the effort. But if the game wasn't made to be played this way, I don't know if it's the right way to do it. And that being said, we've applauded people putting Thomas the Tank Engine into games before through mods. So, I mean, I don't know. Who are we to talk?
Yeah, right. There's just no way to. Yeah, look, I'll admit to being just bad here too. Look, I get it. Look, but Thomas the Tank Engine is a beautiful, delightful, tootin' man, and playing this without VR is not the way the developers intended you to do it. So just don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Moving on. So, Until Dawn developer revealed a new trailer for the Dark Pictures Little Hope. That was earlier this week. And so it's the next game in the standalone Dark Pictures anthology series. And yeah, I mean, how do you feel about this? Have you ever played any of these games?
So I think Until Dawn is really, really good.
Okay.
Originally, that was like I was like, oh man, this developer smashed on the scene. Sony's probably going to acquire them. I really like them. And then there was like I think some turmoil behind the scenes, and
Sure.
the first Dark Pictures game should have maybe got off the ground sooner. I think there was that Until Dawn VR game they made, and I thought there
Right.
was going to be more in the Until Dawn series, and that would have been the anthology. I didn't even know the first game in the Dark Picture series had come out, and that's
Yeah.
a surprise to me. I was just like, "What? There was a first game in this series?"
Yeah, it's so I mean the idea behind this is interesting, right? Like it's set in a small American town, like it there's some cliche, there's a dark and ominous past, right? So it's an interesting idea, right? And it's one of those cool games where like the decisions you make in the present will affect the decisions that are available for you to make in the future, and it will have repercussions of like players and NPCs. That's all cool.
Mhm.
But like I don't know, I'm not nothing's getting me excited about this. So
And I know you don't like scary, so like you're
right.
just like, yeah.
So it's already out.
Yeah, this is a hard out. Gotcha, gotcha. I'll wait for the reviews, or maybe I'll check back on the last Dark Pictures entry because I really loved Until Dawn. I thought that was a really cool game, and it had a lot of actors and actresses in it that I like, and that's one of the cool things they do. They actually get like real people. In Little Hope, they have Cameron Morgan, who's Joker from Gotham, and also the
Yeah.
star of the most recent Star Wars game. So that guy's getting around in the games. He's doing a lot.
He's doing a lot, apparently. So
Someone who's doing too much is the Chex Snacks Corporation.
okay. So this is phenomenal, right? So Chex Quest is getting a remake on Steam that's coming out this summer. They got a Steam page up now officially this week, and it's listed as sometime summer 2020. Chex Quest, if you don't know, came out originally in 1996. It was a DOS game, and the only way that you could get it was to buy Chex cereal, right? So
And this thing was a Doom clone, right? Or a Doom like spoof, or it
yeah,
used
it
the
was
Doom code or
basically like
something?
it was like a mod almost of
Hmm.
stuff that you could do in Doom that then became its own standalone like game of sorts, right? And the best part is like your main character, you are a Chex warrior, and your armor is made out of the cereal. If this wasn't more blatant product advertising, like I don't know what's better. Like, this is
Look,
phenomenal.
there's a Chex Mix song by Lonely Island, and Chex Mix is certainly the snack for me. It's the only one I will ever eat. So I'm down. I'm down with it. Something actually that wasn't on our in our story graveyard here, but happened this week is that SpongeBob Bikini Bottom, or Battle for Bikini Bottom's getting a remake too. So that just kind of in with me is in the same line as it's just like, I don't know if that's a beloved SpongeBob game, but hey, they're just doing a freaking up res, and they're just like,
Hey,
here it is, blah.
Great. Whoever wanted to play that will be excited to do it. Whoever wanted to play Chex Quest again will be excited. I assume it's mostly going to be General Mills employees. I'm really not sure who is getting stoked for this, but it is a thing. So
It's not me, but I will watch some gameplay video. I can tell you that.
absolutely.
So our next story, basically some reporting from different analysts around the industry about the PS5 and how it'll be in short supply. The estimate right now says that they will have somewhere between 5 to 6 million PlayStation 5s available for when they launch it, and that's the
Terribly
reason for
low.
that. Yeah, that's terribly low. The PS4 was I think above 7.5 million available at its launch. So the reason for this is that the components, the actual pieces to make the PlayStation, are a little bit more expensive at this time, and so there are fewer of them on the market because their price, and so they're not able to get as many components to get enough consoles to ship, I think, the supply that they would like to have. So that's something we just want to let people know. Hey, if you are wanting to get a
Right.
PS5, pre-order that. Make sure it's locked in with a company you believe and trust in. So if you've been burned by Amazon, don't go there. If you don't think GameStop will ever be open again, or that they'll try and hand you the box out of the door all sideways, like just
Yeah,
do
I
some
mean, and
research.
we talked about the PS5 pricing one or two pods ago, where the rumor that's been kicked around is like it'll launch at 400, and this just further tells me that that rumor is completely wrong. There's no chance they launch that cheap. It will
Mhm.
absolutely be above $500. So there's
Yeah.
no way it doesn't.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's made me rethink my, because I said, hey, I believe it because Sony wants to do a coup and like just make sure that Microsoft cannot get off to a good start this generation. But
Yep.
now I have to back that all the way up and be wrong again because the analyst does say that they don't see the PlayStation being under 499 and it could be
Yeah.
450.
I agree. I definitely think it'll be 550
Oh yeah,
up.
sorry, yeah, sorry, yeah,
I know what you meant. Yeah,
499 and
yeah.
550. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
No, you're good. And I absolutely agree. I think 500 is the absolute cheapest, and I definitely think it will be above that. So,
Yeah, so yeah, they've even said that's so crazy to me because if Microsoft can hit a 399 or even a 3 or 450 or something like that, and Sony has to be 500 or 550, that's a win.
it's a win for Microsoft, but I will echo the same sentiment. With what they're showing, I definitely don't think that they will get a below 499 either.
Okay.
Or they're going to be selling hardware at a hardcore loss. And that is tricky because then the only way that they will make that super viable is if they can get enough people to sign up for Game Pass, because then I think they'll start to see some revenue stream in that direction, particularly
Mm,
if they can start to sell this PC, Xbox cross platform Game Pass, the ultimate version, which I think is
mhm.
obviously where the money is at. That's the only way I think they will be able to move the hardware that low. And then that's something that Sony just doesn't have a very good competitor to. And so in that scenario, totally, I think Microsoft could afford to sell the console potentially at a loss in terms of the hardware. Eventually, they'll hit a break even as these components start to get cheaper and they can get more of them, and hope that they can sell enough Game Pass subscriptions to make it viable. It's a risky gamble, but that's the only way I see them launching this new Xbox under 500.
Gotcha. Okay, so I guess I got to start saving $500.
Uh, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, I need to start hustling and selling my body on the streets. I'll be in a
Oh,
full hazmat suit.
I thought you were already doing that.
Oh no, yeah. I'll just be in a full hazmat suit, just out on the street, just like hello.
How
I
else are you
need
promoting this podcast? I legitimately thought that's what you've been doing all week.
nope, nope, nope. All right, let's hit this last story, JD.
So, this is an interesting one, right? So, Fallout 76 is on Steam now, and immediately, because the internet is terrible sometimes, people just started review bombing it like crazy, putting all negatives, and most of it's just like stupid stuff, right? Like it's things that are like this game bad and do not recommend, all negative marks, right? And
Mhm.
so despite these review bombs, lots of people that still play the game are trying to be extremely positive and welcoming to people who want to get into it. And so they're kind of rolling out this digital welcome mat for everyone. And it's nice to see the people who are into this game. And I'll, freely admit I'm not one of them, but I'm not going to go on Steam and like review bomb this game.
Yeah,
But it is nice to see the people that are like into it and still excited about it, want to get more people excited about it that are trying to play it. And so I appreciate that they're sort of just circumventing this review bomb and saying like, hey, like, don't listen to this very, small but loud minority. Like, generally, here's, what's going on in the game. Like, let me help you.
Yeah, I wish the people that were review bombing stuff like actually had like let's say 30 minutes gets shaved off your life for every like review bomb you do, because it's the same thing with that happened to Captain Marvel, because there were more reviews for
Oh my
Captain
gosh.
Marvel in a week than there were for Infinity War in a year, and it
Right.
was just crazy. You're just like, the movie's not even out, people haven't even seen it, how is it getting this low of reviews? And it was just, people are just so stupid when it
Which
comes
is
to that
so
kind of
dumb
stuff.
because
Like,
Captain Marvel was so good too. It was
yeah,
so good.
my thing is just like, hey guys, like if you don't like something, like just that's okay. You can put your opinion maybe online somewhere. That's your Twitter feed. I don't have to follow that, but you don't have
Yeah.
to actively go to the place to like crap on them. And I get it. Maybe a lot of Fallout fans felt betrayed by what 76 was, and I think it's in a better place now. And the people that like it like it. But a lot of these games that are services launch pretty poorly. Like Destiny originally, Anthem people still hate. There's
Right. Yeah.
the Division. I mean, almost every one of these games as service games has under like delivered almost across the board resoundingly at launch.
Yeah, it's hard to get it right when you're not 100% sure what the live formula is going to be. And I
Mhm.
think we've seen, like, your point to Destiny is excellent. Like, I love Destiny. And certainly you could say, like, as it's launched and new expansions have come out, like, they've needed to tweak the sandbox over and over and over and over again. Like, it wasn't perfect. And you could still say it's not perfect now. Like, definitely there's a lot more they could be doing. But that's true for Division too. Like that game launched and there was so much broken in it that they've gone back and fixed now. So yeah, I mean it's I agree this review bombing culture is crappy, and hopefully as these reviewing websites start to find more creative ways to block those out, those voices just kind of get drowned out in some dark corner of the internet that no one has to visit.
And like I said, they do take 30 minutes off your life just
Well, if they can
every
figure
month.
that out too, yeah.
Oh no, they just do. I'm just saying this. I talked to the universe, and the universe is like, yeah, we agree totally.
Oh, good. Oh, perfect. Well, thanks for getting that sorted out.
Yeah, you're welcome. That brings us to the end of our extra time segment here. These stories did not make it into the main podcast, but you can follow us at a lot of places. We are on Instagram, and we are on Twitter, and we're on YouTube. We're in all these places. We're at Game Pitch Podcast if you want to follow us on social. JD over there is at J2the D, and I'm at Mario RPGino. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for being here on YouTube.
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Again, this is a YouTube exclusive. We're excited to do this every week, and we look forward to making more videos and making more podcasts for you guys to all enjoy.
Like at the beginning of a rap song where it's like, this is a bump bump exclusive. Like, I want to get like a flam flam horn to be like, burr, 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 that was a YouTube exclusive.
If anyone's listening and can make that, please email us at Game Pitch Podcast. We'd love to feature that and then also give you credit because that sounds awesome, and probably pay you money.
Oh, and once again, on the YouTube exclusive here, shout out to Zimmer Tracks and Tom. We love you. We're best friends
Oh,
now.
God, you guys are our pals. Thank you so much for your constant support.
Here's that good content. We out.